Appraisal gap. What is that? So many times today, your realtor wants to write an offer and they say, well, you have to have an appraisal gap. And you're thinking, well, what's that? Well, basically what that is you're offering a higher price for a home. And when you offer that higher price, there's no guarantee the home's gonna appraise for that higher price. And what you need to know is your lender goes off the appraised value or sales price, whichever's less. So if you're paying more than the home is worth, does that mean I have to bring more money to the closing? Well, today, we're gonna discuss a strategy or two that'll help you figure out, can I do something like that? Can I put an appraisal gap in my contract and have the winning offer? When we talk about appraisal gap, there are a couple different kinds of clients. There's a client who has 20% or more down and a client who has 3% down. Let's talk about the client who has 3% down first. Let's say you have some money in the bank, 3% plus closing costs. So you have a little bit of money saved up and you really want to buy your first home. And the realtor says, well, I want to have an appraisal gap on your contract because we need a higher offer in order to win the bid. And you're like, well, I only have so much money to work with. Well, did you know that there's a program here in Denver in the metro area that qualifies a borrower as long as you make $150,000 or less for down payment assistance? You could actually use that money for the down payment and use your money for the appraisal gap. A lot of people don't know that, but you could do this. And that's amazing because if we could put the appraisal gap in your contract and now you could afford that home, how cool would that be? Want to hear what's even better? What if by the time we send the appraiser out to the property, the home appraises out at what you offered for the home, right? And you don't even need the appraisal gap. Hallelujah, that's fantastic. Now the second thing is, what if you had a big down payment? What if you had 20% or more down? But now you're bidding on a property that's maybe $600,000 or $700,000. People are bidding $70,000 over the list price. That's huge. And you're like, wow, do I really want to do that? And then you say to yourself, well, how can I do that? I only have 20% down. Well, it's simple. Do you really love the home? Is it going to make you happy? If it is, what if we offer an appraisal gap of maybe $35,000, $40,000, $50,000? Even if the house appraises out a little bit less, instead of coming to closing with more money, all we do is add PMI to your loan. Because what does appraisal gap really change? It changes what's called the loan to value on your loan. Your loan compared to the value. It doesn't really change always your down payment. In this instance, a client might be able to put something called private mortgage insurance, which is required on every loan with less than 20% down. You put that on your loan and your monthly payment maybe goes up $115 a month, rather than pulling $50,000 additional out of savings that maybe you don't even have. 115, 50,000. You do the math. We've never seen a time like this where there are fewer homes on the market. There are a load of buyers wanting to buy homes here in this competitive Denver metro market. Colorado Springs to Fort Collins, everybody's bidding on property. Homes are going up in value. So even if we might have an appraisal gap, maybe 6 months down the road, my home is worth more than that appraisal gap, right? So is there risk? There's always risk in buying real estate. But right now, homes are appreciating in value. Is it a good idea to do something like this and write a contract with an appraisal gap? That's going to be up to you and your realtor. But again, it sounds scary. If you don't want it to be scary, call me. Look at the number below, give me a call, I'll walk you through it. We'll do examples based on what you're thinking and considering. I'll make sure that I educate you the best that I can, so when you make a decision, you know it's the right decision for you and your family. I'll look forward to hearing from you.